go. It'll be the Heat off the tip. And let's check Miami's starting lineup. We've got Jimmy Butler, and it's Wade in at the point. Bryant, the pass to Wade. Outside for Butler. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Butler with the jam.
You love Jimmy Butler playing above the rim. That's a statement dunk right there.
And it's the Kings ball. Pippen outside. Pass to Jones. Clock at 6. Nails the wide open jumper.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Wade. And stolen by Jones. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night. He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Pippen outside. Jones up top. The shot. Rebound by the Heat. Bryant outside. Pass to Wade. Here's Duncan. Clock at 4. Bryant from deep three-point land. Offensive rebound. Tipped. They recover it. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pippen outside. Pass to Eaton. Over Bryant. Eaton's shot is good.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Here's Wade. Close! 56 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Jones. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
And Miami decides to take their first time out here. So it's Miami now, trailing by 4, and he's going for the lob. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Let's go with a three. The rebound by Duncan.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Wade, the pass to Bryant. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Miami shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. And here's Curry. A deep three. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Kings on top, up by 3. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, for the Kings, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
They've got Stephen Curry, and it's Nowitzki in at the power forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. It's Bryant with a drive. The shot off that time.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Pass to Pippen. Here's Nowitzki. Lets it go from deep. O'Neal pulls it in.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
They get it again. Duncan. It's good.
Well, this is a big part of his game, creating offense for his team off the glass.
Curry against Bryant. Pass to Pippen. Back to Curry. Shoots over Bryant. Rebound Miami. Duncan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Rebounded by Pippen. Sacramento leading by 3. Outside Curry. Puts it up. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
With the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Here's Wade. No points so far. Butler on the wing. He's covered by Curry. Here's Wade. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes.
Well, this is perhaps the best weapon in Dwayne Wade's very varied arsenal. The feel in the paint, incredible.
Pass to Nowitzki. O'Neal pulls it in. Heat trail by 3. Here's Wade. 1:44 left in the first half. That one falls.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Duncan's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. To the paint. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
A minute 15 left in the second quarter. And it's Nowitzki missing. Nowitzki's gone just 1 for 4 so far. Bryant outside. Miami moving it around. Quaid, that's good. And now a 3-point Heat lead.
They're in trouble if they let him post like that.
You've got to deny the position to afford them no opportunity at making that entry pass into the post.
Here's Nowitzki. Pass to Jones. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To stop the run. Pippen, no good. Heat leading by 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Wade. Rebounded by Pippen. Pippen's got 4 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Curry. From behind the arc. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Miami out in front. They lead by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Kings trail by 3. Setting the floor for the Heat. We've got Butler, and it's Duncan in at the 4 slot. Back to Curry. And there's a 3-second violation.
You can't have that type of miscue in this moment in this game. You have to be on the same page.
Miami leading by 3. Bryant outside. Rebounded by Pippen. Pippen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's tipped. Here's Wade. He's covered by Curry.
Dirk Nowitzki. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Bryant. Pass to Wade. Here's Duncan. Here's Wade. Bryant a screen on Jones. Shot clock at 3. And the shot falls short that time. Kings trail by 3. Drive by Pippen.
First personal foul. First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Jones. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Eddie Jones. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
We got this. We got this.
Jones hits them both.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
The Heat with the lead. Here's O'Neal. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Curry passes to Nowitzki. Here's Eaton. Pass to Curry. Shoots over Bryant. Curry, no good.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Bryant outside.
Team foul. Eddie Jones. First personal
This is his second trip to the line in the game.
At the line for the Heat, Kobe Bryant taking 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And both free throws good for Bryant. And so Curry will bring it up for the Kings. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Pippen. Back to Curry. Fires from the wing. Good work there as it goes. Curry's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Boy, how fast is Stephen Curry's release on the catch. Wow.
Now a timeout called by Miami. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. We're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Let's see what you got.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Miami leading by 3. Bryant outside. That shot missing. Oh, nice D from Curry. Pass to Nowitzki. Now here's Jones. A minute 31 left in the third quarter. 5 on the clock. Here's Curry. No good, off the front rim. Curry's gone 2 for 7 from the field. Here's Duncan. Got a hand on it.
Just great anticipation from Dirk, playing his cards right on the defensive end, comes through with the rejection.
For the tie. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Nowitzki's got 5.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Wade. Pass to Bryant. Back to Wade. There's the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. He has 7.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Pippen. Still without a bucket. Back to Jones. Here's Eaton. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Now here's Bryant, defended by Pippen. Pass to Wade. Stolen by Jones. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Heat out in front. They lead by 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Stephen Curry, and it's Pippen in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Duncan, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Outside Curry. Pass to Nowitzki. Just 5 to shoot. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
That just delicate touch right there from Dirk. Owns the mid-range right now.
Bryant outside. Here's Wade, defended by Jones. Wade, that's good. And the Heat lead by 1.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Now here's Pippen. Curry! Butler rips down the board. O'Neal inside. He's covered by Curry.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Oh, he drops in a sweet J.
Well, Nowitzki, a threat to score as soon as he catches the ball. Impeccable form and impeccable quickness on the shot.
Timeout called. Heat.
Get out of your seats and get loud. It's time for T-shirts.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to hear the Heat coach going over their plan during the break. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Here's Duncan. Shot blocked! And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Six on the shot clock. Here's Wade, defended by Jones. That's off. The Kings trailing. Now Curry. 1:33 left to play in the fourth. From deep. That misses.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Now Butler. Bryant outside. Feet out. Good for two.
This guy can really make it happen from the mid-range.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Here's Nowitzki. Not that time. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Takes a three. Oh, no good. And it's the Kings' ball. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Stripped away. Fast break, Miami.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
The Kings call timeout. With it. 20 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Stolen by Bryant. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Eddie Jones. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Heat, Dwayne Wade, 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Timeout call. Sacramento.
Start it.
11 seconds left in the final quarter. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
They need to answer fast.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Your Sacramento Kings Breakers. For your Sacramento Kings Breakers.
Jones outside, fires the 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
At the line for 3, Eddie Jones.
Three shots. 3 shots.
So the first of 3 is good, and that brings him within 5. The second one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that narrows the lead down to just 3. Timeout called. Heat. Loose. Pippen left side. Oh, missed on the tray. And now we've got an intentional foul. He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
So it's Miami picking up the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have...
go.
It'll be Indiana off the tip. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. We've got Chamberlain. LeBron James is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Curry, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 1. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. No one near James as he lets it go. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
Oh, you got to run LeBron off the ball there.
Outside, KD. Good on the three-point shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Wembanyama. And here is Antetokounmpo. Curry on the wing. It's good from long range.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Spurs. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Leonard. And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Spurs another 3.
And this is the kind of fire Gilgeous-Alexander plays with. How about the response there?
Bounce pass, Antetokounmpo. Gilgeous-Alexander against Wembanyama. Curry, that's good. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Pass to Durant. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. O'Neal sets the screen for SGA. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Giannis passes to Curry. Back to Antetokounmpo. Outside Curry. From outside the arc. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Curry's got 9.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. SGA with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Durant. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Indiana leading by 5. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, defended by Durant. Curry looking it over. There's the 3. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
SGA passes to Durant. Back to SGA. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. He has 5.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Wembanyama, that's for 2. He trains the quick shot.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Now, here's SGA. He's got 5. Outside Durant, but 3. It's rebounded by Curry. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
But let's see how they play the clock.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now, here is Chamberlain. On the wing, James. Outside for Curry. A 3-pointer off the mark. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Durant. No good on the triple. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Pacers. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Curry is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's James. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5. Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. Shoots over Leonard. Curry. That's good. Curry's got the lead up to 5 now for the Pacers. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Indiana. James, a screen on Leonard. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And he's good on the 3 ball.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
KD with it. Now guarded by Giannis. Leonard with no one around. Misses the jumper.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Here's LeBron. LeBron playing like a big man inside.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Durant. No one near him. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Curry passes to LeBron. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. LeBron's got 10 points. To the paint. That was a textbook jam by Abdul-Jabbar.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. LeBron up top, guarded by KD. And here's James outside. Rebound, San Antonio. Outside, SGA. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's KD. LeBron grabs the miss. Pacers leading by 6. Wembanyama passes to Giannis for the 3. And again, LeBron missing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, KD. A putback. O'Neal with the putback.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
And it's the Pacers' ball. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo dishes to Curry. Chamberlain trying to get open.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Outside Durant from past the arc. Durant! Money from deep.
Skipped it to perfection, utilizing the hard work.
Outside, James. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Durant kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Durant. 14 points for him. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Antetokounmpo finds Wembanyama. Down low, Curry. Curry gets inside and lays it in.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Antetokounmpo against KD. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The fadeaway, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pacers out in front, up by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Spurs trail by 3. We've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. And it's Durant. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. KD with the bucket.
Really like how Durant is playing tonight. Going for his. This guy is just so unreal.
LeBron outside. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
KD's shot is off.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
LeBron against Durant. Here's LeBron. No good. Shot missing. Nice D from Durant. Spurs trail by 3. 90 seconds now into the second half. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem with the tough shot.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
So the Pacers call timeout. They're first of the game.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry on the wing. Deflects the pass. SGA with the steal. Outside Leonard. Spurs passing it around. O'Neal misses.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Antetokounmpo finds Wembanyama. And here is Curry. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his third assist on the night. SGA passes to Durant. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pacers leading by 4. LeBron dishes to Curry. And a wide-open look for Wembanyama. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 7. From downtown, Gilgeous-Alexander knocks it down from distance.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Curry. Shot clock at 5. The 3. Abdul-Jabbar grabs the miss. Spurs trail by 4. 1:25 left in the third. SGA against LeBron. SGA no good. Right side Curry. Pass to LeBron. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the D.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for James.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
And both free throws good for LeBron. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Curry. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Durant. Antetokounmpo, no good.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Leonard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. SGA's got 13 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Now here's Giannis. Still scoreless. Here's Wembanyama. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Pacers lead by 5. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pacers lead by 5. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
All right, fans,
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Indiana leading by 5 on the court for Indiana. They've got James. Antetokounmpo is out there with Curry. Then there's Chamberlain. And it's Wembanyama in at the 4-man position. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up to the stripe. Yep, that one goes in there.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Pass to Durant. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 7-point differential.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
Now here is Abdul-Jabbar, and they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Curry. And the rejection by Leonard.
And those long arms and huge hands, Leonard has all the tools he needs to erase shots.
KD can't get it to go. Indiana leading by 9. Curry setting the pick for Giannis. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Chamberlain. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Timeout, Spurs. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to hear the Spurs coach going over their plan during the break. Coach telling their players, let's play with urgency. This is the game. I know we'll win if we play hard. Let's see how the team responds.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Durant. Outside, SGA. Pocket 6. The 3 doesn't go. Indiana leading by 11. James outside. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Curry outside. Here is Wembanyama. Misses the 3. Now here's SGA. O'Neal is screen on Antetokounmpo and stolen by Chamberlain. Now Wembanyama.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
At the line for the Pacers, Victor Wembanyama. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Wembanyama.
Well, on top of all the length and skill and athleticism, Wembanyama has a strong work ethic and a great attitude.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Takes a step back. Gilgeous-Alexander. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Here's Curry for three. Clean from outside.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 17. And one of our featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Well, he's got his field goal percentage in the high 50s, and that says a lot about how well he's been able to kind of exploit the gaps in the defense. His motion, his ability to find open spots on the floor, you can definitely see the difference.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Outside Durant. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Durant. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer. That one is off. Here's Indiana now. A nice run, going 12 in a row. James outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis is double. Wembanyama. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And the Pacers lead by 20.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And the Pacers with possession here. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Wembanyama outside. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. Good! Lays it right in there. Outside, James. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Go.
So Sacramento will get the first possession. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. LeBron James is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then there's Chamberlain. And it's KD in at the small forward. Now here's Curry, following the miss by Wilt Chamberlain. Wembanyama finds Abdul-Jabbar. Now here's Leonard. Shot clock at 6. That shot misses. Great D that time from James. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Spurs. Coach and I talked about what it's like competing against Kevin Durant, and he said his attention to detail, his dedication to the craft, it's second to none. You have to have your A game because nobody loves ball more than Kevin Durant. It brings out the best of you as an opponent, too. It's no secret KD is obsessed with basketball. Guys?
Thank you once again, Allie.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
SGA against Leonard. James looking around. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 3-point game. Curry kicks to Shaq. Abdul-Jabbar gets double teamed. In the corner, O'Neal with it. 5 to shoot. Wembanyama passes to Curry. Not going to go that time.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And stolen by Wembanyama. Curry passes to Wembanyama. Outside Leonard, beyond the arc. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. James outside. Durant, the pass to Chamberlain. Here's LeBron. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain.
LeBron's skill level is so great. I mean, that mid-range is not his go-to, but he can do it all, so it looks like it's part of his go-to.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Outside Curry. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Why, such a fiery competitor. He won't back down in the face of adversity.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for the Spurs, Kawhi Leonard. Shooting one.
One shot.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
LeBron outside. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
O'Neal, no good.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
And to Antetokounmpo. That shot off. Good defense by Wembanyama. Pass to Curry and stolen by LeBron. There's a minute 34 left to play in the first quarter. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
His overall size and strength really sets James apart from the rest of his peers when you think about his skill set inside.
Here's Wembanyama. Scoreless thus far. Up top, Curry. James defending. Just 4 to shoot. Tries it from 19. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Defense has Giannis well covered, but gets physical right back and draws the foul in the act of shooting.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
2 shots.
That one is off.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Wembanyama. Still without a basket. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Curry. 6 to shoot. Over to the left wing. Here's Wembanyama for 3. San Antonio again missing. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. KD on the wing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's LeBron. There's the triple. The three-pointer is right on target. LeBron's got 9 points.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And so it's Sacramento going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Shaq in at the 5 spot. That's the San Antonio 5.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the bounce. Chamberlain with a screen on Curry. Giannis passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the wing 3. Spurs trail by 8. From the arc. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Leonard. He's got 5.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
Throws it up high. KD finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Baseline try. It's rebounded by O'Neal.
Well, he's a really good shooter. Got a good look from medium range, and I think they'll go back to that.
Stolen by Durant. And now the fast break. LeBron with the... Oh, epic move by LeBron.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Curry with it. Outside Leonard. Three-pointer. That one doesn't drop.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the bucket.
This is why SGA is a focal point of his offense, because of that ability to score.
Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Curry. Over James. Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Stephen Curry.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And a wide open look for SGA. Can't connect from long distance. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Curry. Shot clock at 6. Curry cooks him up inside.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Chamberlain. Now James. A three-pointer, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And here's Leonard. Back to Curry. That ball. Nice speed that time from Leonard. Curry's got 11 points in the quarter.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. A minute 20 left to play in the first half. LeBron outside. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Left side, Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Curry. Launches it. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Here's KD. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Durant's pull-up is quick and smooth and virtually unguardable. So agile he is for a 7-footer.
Curry, a screen on KD. Wembanyama passes to Curry. Clock at 6. Shoots over James, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on LeBron James.
Clever move by Curry, taking the foul, but still getting the shot off.
The Spurs have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And here's SGA. He's got 6. Chamberlain with a screen on Leonard. SGA, that's a 2-pointer. The powerful flush by Durant.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And that does it for the first half of play. It's Sacramento up by 6. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Spurs. They trail by 6. On the floor for Sacramento. They've got James. Antetokounmpo out there with Chamberlain. And it's Durant. And it's SGA in at point guard. 6 on the shot clock. Curry outside. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Abdul-Jabbar with the steal. James against Curry. Wembanyama passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Curry. The focus from Curry gets it to fall inside.
Huge night for Curry and a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Spurs trail by 4. Now here's Curry. He's got 15. Pass to Shaq. Low block shot. Shaq controls in the paint.
Way too strong down low. O'Neal, a dominant force near the basket.
Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good defense by Abdul-Jabbar. And the Spurs with possession. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Outside for Curry. That drops. Nice speed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Timeout called by the Kings.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Antetokounmpo against Curry. Giannis passes to LeBron. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. The Spurs with the lead. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it. And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
First team foul. At the line for San Antonio, Victor Wembanyama. 1 shot.
They throw good, Wembanyama.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
SGA passes to Antetokounmpo. And a wide open look for James. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 3 assists in the game. James against Curry. Abdul-Jabbar dishes to O'Neal. Outside Curry. Just 5 on the clock. The rebound by James. The Kings trailing. SGA feeling it out a bit. Inside. Pass to Chamberlain. And here's KD for 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kicks it out to Leonard. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Leonard's gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall here. Here's James, guarded by Curry. It's blocked by Shaq.
Nice timing on that rejection from Shaq, demonstrating why you got to take him seriously as a defensive player when he's lurking near the bucket inside.
Here's SGA.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
First team foul. Shooting for Sacramento, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
And he's good on the second.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Curry against James. Pass to Leonard. Three-pointer. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Leonard's got 6.
Leonard calm and composed in the face of good defense.
Giannis kicks to Chamberlain. Back to Giannis. Giannis just too much inside.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And so Curry will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Durant against Wembanyama. Curry wide open and a little luck that time, but it drops. Curry's got 20 points.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
Durant finds SGA.
Incredibly versatile at the defensive end. Kawhi Leonard can lock you down.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Spurs as they end the third quarter on a 15-6 run. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. Then it's Curry. And it's Wembanyama in at the 1 spot. That's the San Antonio foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, Kareem, too good inside.
I think this is where you give Abdul-Jabbar the ball and just watch him do his thing. So hard to stop inside.
LeBron outside. Pass to Chamberlain. To the inside. Abdul-Jabbar with the steal. On its way from Curry for 2, and it's LeBron James with the rebound. The Kings trail by 5. The wide open look for Durant. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
There is no limit to where Durant can shoot from, which is what makes him really dangerous when he's got the ball in his hand.
Giannis against Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Curry with the three. Hands it from downtown. Curry's got the lead. Back up to 5 now for the Spurs. Curry's gotten half of his three-pointers to fall for him. 3 of 6 on the night. Timeout, Kings. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, I was able to listen in on the Kings head coach talk to his team during the break. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any three they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Curry passes to Wembanyama. Back to Curry. Wide open look. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Curry's got 25 points in the game. Outside, SGA. It's James. Lets it go from 11. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
Five on the clock. Antetokounmpo fires. Wembanyama reels it in. 7-foot shot. Easy money for Wembanyama.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
SGA.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Kings, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 shots.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Both free throws good from SGA.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Here is Wembanyama. Stephen Curry. It's in. His shot is pure.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Outside, SGA. Sent back by O'Neal. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Check the screen on SGA. Can't get it to go.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And down goes the three.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
Curry outside. O'Neal is screen on James. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Timeout, Kings. SGA against Leonard. Gilgeous-Alexander muscles Launches it in.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
Leonard. O'Neal. Oh, sticks the putback.
The big man has big game and big personality, so he is not afraid of the big moments. He gets it done in crunch time.
Antetokounmpo outside. Chamberlain a screen. Abdul-Jabbar with the steal. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
They double team Wembanyama. Curry fires.
When LeBron is engaged on defense, he's a real problem at that end of the floor, too. Terrific job changing the shot.
That one goes.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And so they foul intentionally.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're down by 4. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Durant. It drops.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
That's good from Durant. Here is Wembanyama. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. He gets the first one, and that will put them up by 2. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. Gilgeous-Alexander, and the 3 misses. And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that about wraps it up. So for Allie LaForce, to my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And now, our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Now the starting group for San Antonio. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Kevin Durant is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Wembanyama, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 5, roaming the paint. Antetokounmpo with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Screen by O'Neal. Down low. It's stolen by James. Here's Durant. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Doesn't it just look like he's gliding down the floor? Durant in transition is just beautiful art.
Outside O'Neal. Pass to Leonard. He shoots. San Antonio with a rebound.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
And here's SGA. Outside Wembanyama. And here's James. He's covered by Curry. And here's SGA outside. And he buries his first look.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Curry against James. Pass to Chamberlain. Now Leonard. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
James, that's good.
Just zero hesitation from James, trusting his shot.
Curry against James. Curry, no good. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Durant, pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to James. Outside Wembanyama. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
And you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Indiana on offense. 9-point game. Leonard passes to Chamberlain. To the middle. The 3 from Curry. Gets the 3 to fall.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Now here's SGA. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, total focus from Shai there. Ready to go off the feed.
Time called here. The Pacers decide to talk it over. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the Pacers. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Antetokounmpo, the pass to O'Neal. Now here's Curry. 4-3. Connects from downtown. Curry's got 6.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
Pass to James. Back to SGA. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Pacers trail by 3. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Antetokounmpo finds Curry. Over James. Curry's shot is off.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Now Wembanyama. Back to James. 6 to shoot. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
Outside O'Neal. Screen by O'Neal. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by James. Here's Durant. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
So fluid off the dribble. Sometimes Durant is just impossible to stop.
Puts up a deep three, and no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Spurs up 5. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
So on the floor for the Spurs, James is out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 5 down low. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
One shot.
What I appreciate about LeBron is how much he loves being a leader. He knows how much his teammates count on him.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Leonard. Shot from the wing. And that one's good. Leonard's got 6.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Durant, pass to SGA. Now Wembanyama. They set the pick. Here's James. Antetokounmpo covering. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Curry surveys. Antetokounmpo with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Curry's shot is off. Durant, pass to Wembanyama. Jacks up a 3. Durant's shot is off. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 8. Leonard outside. 3-pointer off the mark. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to James. Outside, SGA. Back to James. And there are the Spurs with another bucket.
A 6'6" playmaker, SGA has a great view of the floor.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Your dance team.
Left side O'Neal. Leonard outside. Curry against James. 4 on the clock. Curry's shot is off. San Antonio leading by 10. Here's Durant. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
First personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for the Spurs, Kevin Durant, shooting 1.
Free throw is good from Durant.
You love everything that KD gives you on both ends, and he's a 3-level, 2-way player. He's a quiet leader, but he leads by example.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. This season, new broadcasting deals are kicking in for the NBA. Commissioner Silver said we dramatically increased the number of primetime broadcast exposures to a level almost unthinkable from my early days in the league. In fact, the NBA is now set for basically nightly national broadcasts. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. Pacers trail by 13. Antetokounmpo outside. O'Neal passes to Chamberlain, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Chamberlain's got 4 points now in the quarter. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to James. Back to SGA. The shot's good on the assist by James. SGA's got 10.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Yet to see a basket. Back to Curry. Lets a 3 fly. It's good! Curry with a long-range bomb.
You knew it was coming because Steph, this man loves a good duel.
Left side SGA. It's stolen by Curry. Oh, and the fast break for the Pacers. And the dunk by Leonard.
That'll definitely steal away some momentum, stripping them of the ball and then grabbing the bucket.
Outside Durant. Here's Wembanyama. Chamberlain pulls it in. Pacers trail by 9. Here's O'Neal. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
.23 seconds left in the second quarter. Some nice passing by Indiana here. The 3 from Curry. Wembanyama against Leonard. And there's James from the arc. Can't get it to drop. And so it's San Antonio. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Stephen Curry is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Chamberlain in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Curry's shot is off. And SGA has got the ball here for the Spurs. And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down on the lob.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Outside O'Neal. Back to Antetokounmpo. The alley-oop finishes off the mark.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. James has got 10.
A real threat from the in-between area. LeBron wastes no time firing when he gets to that spot.
Outside O'Neal. Pass to Curry. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Here's SGA. 10 points for him. James outside. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Your Pacers High School. Come on, everyone. Get loud.
Pacers trail by 16. Outside O'Neal. Inside, Chamberlain. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game. Shoots over SGA. Shot is good by Curry. Curry's got 11 points.
Slick move by Curry with the ball, getting the defenders off balance so he can find a shot.
The 3, James. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Curry against James. Back to Curry. Screen by O'Neal. 3-pointer. The shot, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Wembanyama, pass to SGA. Now, here is James. He's covered by Curry. James can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 15. Outside O'Neal. And he lobs it up to feed. The jam. Giannis.
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
James outside. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. James has got 11 here in the quarter alone. James has got it going from distance now. 4 of 6. Pass to O'Neal. And here's Curry for 3. Easy money for Stephen Curry.
This is what Curry does best. He is so creative at getting into rhythm and staying hot.
James can't get it to go. 1:33 left in the third quarter. To the inside. Here's Chamberlain. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 5 rebounds in the game. James finds Wembanyama. San Antonio moving the ball around. Powerful move inside by LeBron.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
He'll just keep hurting them from the three-point land if they let him. Here's a chance for Coach to change that.
Pacers breaking
1:02 left to play in the third quarter here. Antetokounmpo, the pass to O'Neal. James against Curry. 5 to shoot. The 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Spurs lead by 15. Wembanyama, the pass to Durant. And James launches it from deep. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. James has got 16 in the second half. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Curry. Launches it. And Curry with the answer.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Now here's Wembanyama. Now James. Antetokounmpo covering. Not this time. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Spurs. What a game from deep. Making 5 trays. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. They've got Kevin Durant. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's James. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
Pass to Curry. Shot clock at 5. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
James passes to SGA. Back to James. Wembanyama screen. And that one's good. James has got 18 points now here in the second half. Outside Curry. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Leonard outside. Screen by O'Neal. Leonard against Durant. The fader. Shot by Leonard, no good. Spurs lead by 17. And slam dunk by James.
When LeBron decides it's his time, good luck slowing him down.
Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Curry. Fires the 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 6th rebound on the night. SGA passes to James. Back to SGA. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Throws it up high. James with a steal. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to James. And here's SGA. Wembanyama screen. And here's SGA outside. O'Neal pulls it in. Pacers trail by 19. Here's Antetokounmpo. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Curry to snap the cold streak. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's James. He's covered by Curry. James passes to SGA. Again, the miss by the Spurs. 1:25 left to play in the 4th quarter. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to O'Neal. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And here's SGA. And 1:01 left in the 4th quarter here. James. Hey, it's James slamming it down.
This is classic LeBron leaping off the floor for a powerful dunk.
Now the Pacers with it. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th. Pass to Curry. Clock at 6. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. James passes to Durant. Back to James. The 3-ball. The Pacers pull it in. Here's O'Neal. Curry from deep 3-point land. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
So we see the Spurs taking the W here. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, LeBron James.